Sweet. The Whaledog mod. Little breakdown. So this Tama, the main piece obviously is eagle wings, and that's in reference to what you'll find under the small cup, Isaiah 40:31. It's just symbolic for myself that I have been waiting for the Lord to renew my strength within Kendama, within life, and that's a verse that's been very beneficial for me in the last year of my life. That sets the tone, I think, for the Tama. It ties it all together, and that's the main message of this Kendama really is putting faith back in the Lord, and He will renew your strength. He will bring you to heights you haven't been to yet. You just remain steadfast in your faith in Him and be patient. So this has kind of been a good revamp. I got some purple tips on there, and it's a nice white to purple fade in this little section. The tracking dot, you got a little very fancy sun logo, and you'll have some dots and dashes around the tracking dot. Morse code for a W. I might think, well, what does that W mean? If you pop out the bevel, you'll catch a little grande L in representation of my first Kendama team, the Grande Squad. Shout out Ryan, shout out Charles, shout out Brian, shout out Jake, shout out C. Frazier. But if you think about it, there's a little L, a little W, Lyndon Whalen, LW. But this Kendama is pretty cool because I don't think we have a Kendama like this in the Soul Kendamas lineup. You know, in terms of, there's a Purple Heart splice Serato, a 2mm splice, which is just enough to add weight for lunars, and it doesn't really affect taps and other playable tricks. It still plays the same. And I'm really stoked on that. And the Purple Heart ties into the kind of the purple scheme, the purple tips of the eagle feathers, and the purple string. Down at the bottom, you'll actually see a Whaledog. It's a nickname I've had since my first Kendama event ever as a Soul player, which was MKO, which is now known as NACO, 2015. My teammates at the time called me Whaledog, and it stuck, you know. And on the back, it's sold till we die, so gonna be repping both of them. And at the bottom, you'll see another feature that I'm not sure Soul has done in a minute. It's probably about a year since we've done a Kendama with a handle engraving. It's a nice, almost repeated W graphic, but you'll find that fresh, your bevel is gonna lock into those little grooves, and it's gonna be catching for handle stalls much easier than a typical Kendama or a Kendama without those engravings. And with the residual engravings, from my personal playing experience, I've found the sides break in very nice for lean houses. It's a nice smooth wear away that just creates a really good little lip to catch lean houses. If you like doing those tricks, this mod will be a good one for you. Super glued spike. Your spike's gonna come super glued. I've always glued my spikes, so any Kendama I've had with my name on it, I'm not gonna sell something I wouldn't play myself. It's gonna come pre-glued spike already. So on the Whaledog mod, we're keeping the same vibe of a full beach Tama. I find that breaks in best for stalls. It's softer wood, just breaks in better, and you can use it on a fresher Ken when needed, but the combo of a maple Ken beach Tama I've always found plays best, so that's what we ran this time around. And you can get the mod in 2 different paint finishes. Sticky clear, OG sticky clear. I think it's tried and true. And the new matte anti-skid clear, which has been breaking in nice. It's very durable, and it's not quite like any silk paint I've played so far. It's got a little bit more grip to it. For right now, those are the 2 options we're running. Who's to say there might be more in the future? You never know. Wink, wink. So this whole pro model, the Whaledog mod, is coming on the 2-up shape. Soul Kendama's most latest shape right now, and it's perfect. Not a trick it can't do, in my opinion. It's got a good feel of traditional Kendama style, but it's still relevant in today's modern game with cups getting bigger and shapes getting more drastic. It reminds me of what I first started on, and I'm still able to compete and land tricks at a high level with today's modern style. The colors, we try to make good contrast for trackability as well. Nice gold tracking dot. And And that's a little reference to the first Whaledog mod I think a lot of people loved, was the huge tracking dot on the top. Myself, I know it definitely helped me track things. I hope everyone's as stoked as I am, because I love how it looks. I don't think, like I said, I don't think Soul has had a Kendama quite like this in its lineup yet. Yeah, baby, a Whaledog mod.